today I look at uTaskManager. uTaskManager is an app developed by Andrew Whitechapel on the Microsoft Store. And basically what it does is it's not a modern approach to the task manager necessarily, even though it is a modern application. It's more so a way for him to just take a look at the diagnostic APIs that are built into Windows on developing task manager applications, and also a way to kind of bring the traditional feeling task manager to Xbox, but in his own iteration. So in this video, we're going to jump in and take a look at how both of those look and work. And just how they feel compared to the original. Let's dive in. So here it is. Here is uTaskManager. It is by Andrew Whitechapel. And like he says, this is not an application to replace your task manager at all. It's mainly just an application to test out some theories and look at more diagnostic APIs that are built into Windows 10. Now, one of the things that you can do in this application is you can actually search the task manager, which is a very big first. The location of the search at the bottom here, I kind of feel like should not be there. I kind of feel like should be up here, up top, because I don't really look down as soon as I open up an app. I kind of look at the top, so search should be kind of at the top. But if I wanted to search up, I don't know, Razor, you can see that it puts Razor right up top. And if I keep searching for Razor, you see the different Razor, you hear my clicks and you see the different Razor things that jump. There's no arrow like in your browser that you can just hit to jump to the next listing for a specific word. So for example, another word being OBS that I'm using to record this, you can see OBS and all of its little processes. It says no more processes found that contain OBS. So it shows you the end of the list. Another thing that just stands out here is that you finally have pictured tabs, is what I call them, basically tabs that have pictures on it indicating what they do. So this is the process tab, this is the apps tab, which shows packaged apps. This shows the details tab, which actually what happens with the details tab is if you have an app that's open, let's say settings, you click on it in the apps tab and you see that it's highlighted now, it's taking up 129 megabytes. And then you go to the details tab and you can see more information on said application, the executable file name, process start time, and all that stuff. So you can see when I opened up the application. So basically what he likes to say is this application is used for troubleshooting and gathering diagnostic data. So if something happens that your app crashed and it's been like an hour, you just claim to tell customer support, your IT company, like, hey, it's been like an hour. You can actually see in an easy view, you don't have to dig into any files or anything like that to see what time you started this process. In this case, I started this process at 5:14 p.m. And 9 seconds. And you can see right now it is 5:18 p.m. So it's been about 4 minutes since I opened up the settings application, which is in fact open right here below. So that's a nice feature with that. You got your installed tab, which allows you to see applications that you've installed. Extensions, this app supports extensions, mainly extensions that the developer has made. There's only one extension. I haven't really dug into it. I'm not going to really dig into it just for the purposes of just looking at this application's core. Then you got your system tab, which shows you system information. I'm not going to dig into that because it does show like IP address stuff and things like that. And then you have your settings, which lets you just look at settings. It gives you your polling intervals and seconds, preferred start tab. So whether you want to start in apps, install packages, system info, and things like that, you can do that. Get icons slower for installed packages. So if you want icons for installed packages, you can do so. So if I check it off, it'll grab the icons from the file system for installed packages. So if I click back, and by packages, these are pretty much applications as a whole, mainly like modern applications. So if we click that, now every single application that has an icon has the icon, but by default it's off. That way you can open this up quickly and close it quickly, and things like that. So it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice application overall. Some functionality things that you can do with it. Again, it's not meant to replace the original task manager, which is actually right here. As you can tell right here, the original task manager, in my opinion, looks very good. It looks just clean overall. In fact, let me make it the same size as, let me make it the same size as this one here. So to me, the original task manager, it looks really good. The people at Microsoft did really well with this. It's nice and organized. My big gripe with this one is that the organization isn't very good. It could be way better. For example, if I have an application open, like a game and all this stuff like that, or Photoshop or Premiere down here open, like right now I have OBS open and things like that. And you might notice that even with these filter options, yes, you can filter with types and things like that, but it's still in alphabetical order. You can have it by Z to A or A to Z. You don't see just your clear running applications such as OBS and such just running anywhere. You just see them in the list. Apps here does not show Win32 applications, I believe. So it's kind of annoying in that case. One thing I can definitely say is if the developer Andrew could, if your name was Andrew, I forgot already, if you could really please put like the running applications that you are actually running, put them similar to how it is here in the apps area, put them here and then separate background processes out of that so it's easier to see. Put that right up top. So that no matter what order you're in, you have your apps that are currently running right up top. Maybe it has to do with organizing the tabs, something like that. And then maybe figure out a way that you can incorporate not having to click first on, say, Microsoft Store in the apps tab to then see details about it in the next tab over. Maybe figure out a way to do it that way, to be able to just click it. Maybe you click it and you get a drop down, you right click it, and then you get more options, maybe like a details button down there and it pops up a screen that shows details. Maybe you have something like that instead to make it better. But speaking of the apps tab here, you can choose to suspend apps, you can choose to resume, terminate apps, which pretty much exited out, and then you have your refresh tab just to refresh what's running to see if anything new popped up. And then one other thing that I would love for a change on this thing is up here. So there's a big empty area up here and it just shows uTaskManager in the version 5.1.8.0. If you could, and this is just, I guess this is a personal opinion, remove this area up here altogether. It's kind of a waste of space in my opinion because you already know what application you're running. If you download an app like this, you know what you're running. At least that's what I would feel. You know what you're running and it's also written right above here. So I don't think this is necessary to advertise that you're running that. And then if it's possible, create a way for you can maybe see the version up here in the title bar up here, or if you go into settings, maybe show you the important information about the app. So like, yes, you have your get icons and your start preferred tab and things like that, but perhaps add a way, because you have a bunch of tabs here that explains a lot of stuff here. And this is very nice, a lot of more applications to do it, but perhaps in the settings area, show what's about the app. So write maybe uTaskManager, you can write the version, organize it nicely and how you think, just show basic information like that, and then ways that we can contact you other than the feedback, just to make it easier. Or you can just create a new tab altogether and just have an about tab so you can see all the current information of the application, what version it is, and places where you can see it. Maybe if you have a GitHub, people can click straight to go to your GitHub, maybe put the feedback area there, or you can leave feedback here. I'm not sure right now. Put those kind of things in, put those kind of things in. And right off the bat, before I close out this video, I looked at the Xbox version. It's exactly the same as this version. There's almost no point in even showing it. It's exactly the same as this version. In fact, it doesn't even show you, how the Series S's, they have quick resume and things like that. It doesn't show you what apps are in the background and things like that. It just shows you that uTaskManager is up and running. And in the system tab, it shows you your information of your console, whether it's Xbox Series S, X, Xbox One X, and things like that. It shows you that and the family and things like that. It's pretty straightforward. There's really no point in showing that whole screen at all. Maybe I'll put a screenshot up for it and that's about it. But yeah, last thing before I go, like I said, the search functionality is amazing to me. Everything should have that search functionality. It's really nice to see search in there. So if I search for OBS, you can see that nothing else is showing for OBS. But if I search for, I don't know, Razer, because I'm using a Razer keyboard to type, you can see all the processes related to Razer and all of its crazy Synapse stuff. And you can see that no more processes are there for Razer, which is, there you go. So that's about it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this application. And like I said before, this application is called uTaskManager by Andrew Whitechapel. It's more of a utility. It's not supposed to be a full replacement to the task manager that's in Windows 10. So I'm not going to talk about how it doesn't have a performance tab, even though it can have one. And I heard that is something that might be coming. So stay tuned for that. If you like this application, definitely take a look at it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And remember, Thursday, I believe it is 10:45. I'll be live ahead, 15 minutes ahead of the What's Next for Windows event. Obviously, most of us all know what it is at this point. It's Windows 11. But we'll see actual details about it, hopefully better details about it than what the leaks included. And then later on after that, I will actually install the build, so that way we can all take a look at Windows 11. Maybe I'll do a live thing looking at the build of Windows 11. So stay tuned for that. My name is Kwaku, and hope you guys enjoy your day. Take care.